Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little side project here. So today we're back on the Armada with a broken handle. Went to close it, shit just popped right out. So some cheap plastic bars running through deep inside the door. So what I need to do is get this panel off. I got my stand set up here, so kind of walk you through that process, because I've never done this door panel. I've done several door panels, but they're all kind of close to the same, so we'll figure it out. I'm gonna get it off, and then I'm gonna get this piece off the panel, because it looks like that whatever this broke off of is stuck underneath there. So we'll get to that and see what we got. There we go. So I first suspect we've got a couple little windows here and here. I'm going to pop those open and kind of see what we've got. A lot of times these door panels, there's a metal bar back here that's bolted on a cross piece. Don't know if that's the case here, but we're going to find out. So I'll take this little case. Fun. Pretty handy little toolbox when stuff's not falling out of it. But I don't have a tiny little screwdriver. I'll try this one first. Okay. So there's a bracket right there with 2 screws. I assume that's got to come off of there. Let's see, turn that around. That is not small enough. Tisk tisk. What's that I've got in here? Nope, those aren't gonna work. Do I have a tiny? Yes, I do. Take a tiny little screwdriver here. Pop that, and sure enough, there's a screw right there. Okay then, this looks like probably 10 millimeter. Well, that's what it is. 10 millimeter. There's that one. Now that's kind of letting that come loose. I don't know why. I have a feeling I need to pop that out to give room for this to take the panel off. That is my assumption. Didn't want it falling down. That one. Be careful putting those back. Don't drop them down inside the door. Okay. Let's get that off of here. Now I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to try to get this out. There it goes. Alright. Oh, look at that. There's another screw back there. Oh, I honestly don't know if that's connected to be. I'm not sure. I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay, so at this point, the center is all loose. So now we should just have the little pop doohickeys around the side. There's a couple tools for that. Got this guy here. I'm going to try with this one. Actually, no. I'm go this one first. I'll try this one. Usually on these you start on the bottom, pop them all around the perimeter, and then it's hooked at the top. That's usually how these doors panels come off, but I don't know on this one for sure. Hey-o. Well, I don't have enough leverage. Let's go with this one. Don't overdo it. I mean, it's possible I might break these, but hoping not. Hoping just some gentle prying around the perimeter. Pop. Slowly popping. Okay. Looks like it's just popping off the panel. Oh, that one popped loose. Okay. All right. So now, this is the part I'm not sure of. Oh. All right. We have the door handle cable, which I'm not exactly sure. I think what I'm going to do first, we've got a bunch of wire plugins here for the blocking everything out. Alright, so there's a little tab back here. I push that in, get that loose. What I can try to do then, if there's enough room here, that'd be best just take it loose. Oh, baby, there's one. There's two. That one I don't understand. Why do they all have to be different? They all be the same. There it goes. Okay, that's off. Now maybe I'll free up the door a little bit. One more down here on this memory seat. Figuring out how to get this one off. Of course, it's different as well. Screwdriver's your friend. Okay. Oh, my garage. They've got one at the bottom too. Oh, that's the light. Oh. It never ends. Alright, so I've got some cables here. And I'll take the camera off, show you this one. So down here, this little thing is popped into there, so it looks like you just pull that out, and then it just, sorry for the bad camera work, just pulls out of that slot right there. So with this one, kind of looks like the same thing. Just pull it forward. So, God, sorry for the terrible camera work. Good Lord. Move this out. So yeah, so at an angle, pulls out, or you can put it back in and then pop those in a little groove right here. So, oh gosh, now I've got to see that wire hanging off down there's the light underneath. I got to get that figured out. Give me a second. You know, all this was pretty easy. That probably had to be the most difficult part, which is really dumb because it's just a light. So I got my fingers in there, and pushed on these little tabs on the side, popped it out. Gave myself enough slack to, right there, disconnected out of there. There's a little push pin right here on the top. So I just pushed that in with a screwdriver and slid it out. So it's loose. Alright, I'm gonna get set up on the door panel so we can figure out how to take that apart. Okay. A little inspection on here. It looks like all I need to do is take these screws all off along here, and then the panel thing, this piece should come off because those plastic things are right inside there. So once I get this panel or whatever armrest thing off, then should be able to pull that part out. So I'm gonna do that next. I've got my screw gun because I don't want to spend 1,000 years taking off all the screws by hand. So I'm doing that next. Alright, so I took off all the screws I could see across the top here, and yes, they did have one back behind that. Why is it there? It makes no sense. Anyways, and there's one kind of hiding there. So those are all loose. Let's see if it pops off. I have a bad suspicion that they've done something here and kind of melted these and flared these out. So I might have to screw those out. I don't know yet. Oh no. No, that's not part of that. Alright, let's see if she comes off. Oh yeah. Sweet. No problem. And there's one of my pieces right there. So there's that piece. And there's the other piece. Okay, so now gotta figure out, because obviously glue is not going to hold up. What I'm thinking of doing, somehow replacing that with aluminum bar stock. Maybe just drilling it out, reaming it out with my Dremel tool, and just putting in some pieces of aluminum, and then drilling some holes in them so the screws will go through. I don't know yet. Let's see what I come up with. Alright, so here's the idea. What I'm going to do is take... Okay, here we are. So I've drilled this hole in line with the pieces that came off of here. And then I get to see how deep I could go with my drill bit. So that's where I'm going to cut this off right here. And I'm going to come up here and take that drill bit and try to keep it pretty much up against the back side here and just drill out a slot as deep as that drill bit will go. And then I'll take that and shove that piece down in there with some epoxy. And then I've got a gauge right here on this screwdriver. And I set it there already, and I already marked it so I know how deep to go. That's my plan. Let's see what happens. Okay, here's what we got. I have that drilled out on the side, slotted in there. There was a little teeny metal bar going across the center of this, so I had to take my grinder there and kind of run a little slot in it. But it is, let's see, where's my gauge? Oh, what did I do with my screwdriver? Oh, there it is. So I got the panel out here. I'll show you that in a second with the button. So that's pretty much the depth where it needs to be. And then just go in like that. Just got to do it to the other side now. I'll see why it won't work. But I'll pull this bar out. Let me see if I can pull it out real quick. I'll kind of show you. There it is. So see, I had to put a little slot in the end of it. Just pretty much drilled that, but you kind of see down in there, it's like a bar going across there. I guess I could just cut it shorter, but more real estate the better. So I'm just gonna put some glue in there and slide that back in. That way it can set up, and we'll get the other side. I'll probably get the other side set up first, and then I'll glue them both at the same time. So, all right, on to the next one. All right, so I got my got the bars in and glued. Before I glued them though, I just kind of set this in there and checked to make sure those holes on each side were centered in these holes here. So when I put it back together, it won't fight me. But I'll get it in there, screw it together, and that should do it. So everything else from this point is reverse order. That's how that goes. So you got to go back and reference something, do it. All right, dog, get off there. Just trying to eat mine. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you trying to eat my stuff? Quit chewing on anything. Come here. Come here. Come here. Why you gonna be so cute? Why you gonna be so cute? Ridiculous. Anyways, reverse order. So, good luck if you have this issue. Later.